Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome you all here. Please be seated. Make yourselves comfortable. I'd like to acknowledge Sergeant Ken Cooper from the Port Alberni Force. Thanks so much for being here. As we get going, ladies and gentlemen, just like to acknowledge that we're here on the traditional territory of the Hupachesset and Tashat First Nations. So I thank you all for being here for this special occasion. Today's ceremony is part of a year-long celebration marking 60 years since the accession to the throne of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, to the throne of England and the UK, and by extension, the Commonwealth. In Canada, some 60,000 medals were printed in honor of this special occasion, and they were done to recognize citizens from across the country who have made extraordinary contributions to their community. And so that is why we're here today, and we have a very special group of people with us today to be honored, and thank you, the rest of you, for being here to help take part in this ceremony. This is the second formal ceremony that we've hosted in Nanaimo, Alberni. All of the honorees are registered with the Governor General's office and are permanent part of the records of the Government of Canada and the Nation of Canada. The Governor General oversaw the distribution of these awards. Some of them will be given by MLAs and some by members of Parliament. It was Her Majesty's pleasure to award decorations to all of the sitting members of the Canadian Parliament and the provincial legislatures. So ladies and gentlemen, I will now call on my assistant Brad Bird, who will assist us in opening the ceremony formally with the singing of O Canada. We invite you to participate in that singing. Brad. O Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all thy sons command, with glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
Now, to our honorees. As I call your name, would you please step forward? Our first medal recipient is Sally Anderson.
I'd just like to say that all of our recipients are registered with the Governor General. They're part of the historic records of our country as individuals who contributed to our communities. I think that Her Majesty herself would be very pleased with the honorees today and what they've done, and also with the ceremony today. And I hope you'll agree that it's the efforts of people like this that we're honoring today that have helped our communities be recognized among the best places in the world to live. May their efforts inspire all of us to do a little more to ensure an even better future. And now I'd just like to thank Wolfgang for opening up the institution here for us to be here for this facility today. I'd like to thank the RCMP and Sergeant Ken Cooper. Sergeant, let me repeat that. Sergeant Ken Cooper for being with us today as an official. Adding that official branding to our ceremony today. We very much appreciate that, and through you, our extension to our new Staff Sergeant Mike Cody as well. I'd like to thank my office staff, Kathy Roycroft, Patty Pierce,
Chris Mallon, Chris over here from the Port Alberni office, and Brad Bird, who is the MC today, Brad, my executive assistant. And the final thing I would like to do in closing this is invite you to participate as I call Brad Bird forward to lead us in the singing of God Save the Queen as a final tribute to Queen Elizabeth II as part of her Diamond Jubilee. Ladies and gentlemen, Brad.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen, send her victorious, happy and glorious, long to